Well, good morning, guys. Today is the day. This is our delivery day for our new Tesla Model 3, and we are on our way to Cincinnati right now to go pick it up. I could not be more excited. It just is surreal. It honestly doesn't even make sense to me. It hasn't quite registered that we bought a car. It seems like we're just going to Cincinnati to do a review, but
you kind of order it, and then there's you have a waiting period.
Yeah, we ordered about 3 weeks ago, so it's been a little bit of a wait, but we're super excited to go pick it up. We're on our way now. Now, before we get there, Drew and I did kind of want to talk to you guys about the ordering process, since it is quite a bit different than really anything else that you could ever imagine when you go to buy a car. It's way too simple for a normal car purchase. But basically what ends up happening is you get on the build and price. Every car manufacturer has their own build and price thing. Tesla's no different, except this is actually where you order the vehicle. So you get on there, configure it the way you wanted it. We wanted white, white with black interior, so we went ahead and did that. And you literally just go through, select your options if you want any of them.
Now, after you've made the Model 3 exactly the way you want it to be, basically you just push buy now, order now, just commerce website. So you're just going to press that, and you'll start typing in information. Now, the first thing you have is some credit card information. That's for the $100 deposit. That's non-refundable. Now, after that, though, when you go through that account and then things start to get real, that's where you'll start to put in more information. And basically, you're just kind of gradually over the internet doing some of your some of the stuff that you use. Big stack of paperwork at a dealership.
And you might think that that's a little too simple, but that is literally it. That is all of the steps that you have to do prior to your delivery. So it took us less than about an hour to get all of those steps done. So we're excited. Let's head out to Cincinnati and go pick it up.
Now, before we ever got to the Tesla dealership, we received a text message from Tesla that estimated when our Model 3 would arrive. You simply click on the link and then schedule a time to pick it up. One thing you should know, though, is that you only have 3 days to pick it up after the car arrives, or else they will sell it to someone else. But once you get to the store, the process is amazingly easy. There's honestly not much at all for me to describe here. Basically, you just walk in, a Tesla employee retrieves your car and pulls it into the bay, and then you go and check it out. They will run you through some of the basic information and sign you into the Tesla phone app, which is very important since that does act as your key. We also did a quick inspection to make sure everything was up to snuff. As far as money, we could have paid in advance beforehand, but we opted not to. That simply meant we had to use a computer to sign into our Tesla account and type in some basic financial information into there. Other than that, we signed only one paper, and we were out of there in our new Tesla in less than 30 minutes. So overall, what else can you say besides that buying a Tesla is truly a different experience from buying any other car?
Alright, so it's the morning after the big purchase with the Tesla Model 3. We're just kind of cruising around. We didn't get a chance to do too much yesterday. Driving all the way to Cincinnati and then back is
In one day, it's
tiring.
Yeah.
So we just kind of went back home and we didn't play with the car too much. So now we're basically just kind of taking the first real spin in it. Yeah, regen. That's gonna be something to get used to there.
I see the little bar over here. It turns green. Yeah. Is that all the regen?
You have no braking at all. That's kind of like slamming on the brakes.
That's really strong.
That's interesting there. I did not expect it to be that strong. None of the other hybrid or electric cars I've been in have had it that much effect. When you come off the throttle, it's like immediately being on the brake pedal. Yeah, I see what they're talking about, like adapting your driving style a little bit. Because you need to stay kind of on the throttle a lot longer. There's not much or any coasting really going on. Yeah, see, I'm messing this up every single time.
You stop like 5 car
way
lengths
too
too fast.
soon, so then you have to come back and get moving again.
It's really weird, just the concept that we purchased a car that we had never been in before. Normally we have a general idea of really everything going on with any car because we've at least been in it several times.
It's super weird doing that. That was a big thing that I had a problem with. But with the assurance of the 7-day return policy, it's, I guess, kind of like a 7-day test drive in a sense.
Yeah.
So that's they do that on purpose. That's why, to be reassuring, because you do have to buy it in advance and then pick it up, like sight unseen.
Yeah.
So. Really fascinating. I love the bar thing there, showing you like how much you're accelerating. You don't normally know like what percent.
It's like the engine computer or something.
Yeah.
It's like there for you to see.
It's just cool to know. Like I just accelerated like 60% or whatever, and that's what it felt like.
What the heck? What did you just do?
I guess I turned the wipers on.
What the heck? I thought the wipers are here. She told me at delivery.
There's something. This is mist, I guess. Oh, I see it now. The button on the end. I grazed the button.
Alright guys, I did drive this a little bit yesterday, but this is my first electric car I've ever been in, or I've ever driven, so let's see how this goes. Just put on the brake. Neutral. Hold on.
Takes a click.
Okay,
It's a distinct click.
Is it drive now? Okay, it's on drive, okay. That's a little bit interesting.
The turn signal's the same way. It takes more pressure with the turn signal than normal cars, because
that's 3 blinks.
Just a light thing is 3 blinks, but you really have to give it a good click to get it to fully engage.
Yeah. I guess I'll give it some gas here and see how it... Well, not gas, I guess. Some electric e-trons or electrons. Not e-trons. Electrons.
No, that's definitely not what it's called.
Wow, this is much faster than my car. much faster.
You just propel forward. No noise, no drama, but you're just going really fast, quickly.
Okay, I kind of got the regen. That's still weird. Why is that so fast? Okay. I'll keep it relatively slow through here, but that's just crazy how fast this thing is.
Everyone will watch you if you're speeding. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
To all the passengers and all the audience as well.
I will say that it's having the speed over there is a little bit crazy. I don't know. It's pros and cons here, because like on the freeway yesterday, driving it down, you have like the best visibility ever, because it seems like you're just like sitting in the front like a school bus, like just straight window down, because you can't really see the hood and there's nothing in front of you to block your view. But the speed, like I found myself many times just going like fast because I wasn't paying much attention to the speed over here. What the heck? I think this is faster than the e-trot we were in. What the heck? That thing is so fast. I mean, I've definitely, I'm used to my Elantra has 147 horsepower, and then,
Camry.
Yeah.
It's a little bit faster than that.
This is just mind-blowing. I've never, I've never had this much power. Oh, that's nice.
Electric supercar.
We're now part of the electric community. Look at that. We're the same as him.
Well, 35,000 is pretty far from like 150 or
We're the
170,
same.
but it might be as fast as that. I don't remember that being particularly fast. I mean, I haven't driven it, but I think the 0-60 is a little lower than you'd expect. But anyways, we're just goofing around. It's going to take some time to get used to this and provide you guys with some actual insightful information. But we did want to just, of course, sincerely thank you guys for another great year. You're seeing this video here on Christmas Eve. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
We really appreciate all of you guys. It's from, our YouTube channel that we're able to do stuff like this, and it's really just an amazing blessing, and we really are very appreciative for all of you guys who are with us throughout this whole process.
But yeah, this has certainly been a journey leading up to this, and like I said, there's going to be a lot more to this coming up. This is just the very beginning. We are just getting used to it, and we'll have some more information and stuff once we learn about it.
Yeah, we'll have a full review with some insight, rather than us just goofing around and hitting the windshield wipers to the turns and all that stuff.
But for now, this is all we have, is us kind of looking like a couple of dummies and wishing you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a sincere, heartfelt thank you. And we'll see you soon.